Thank you for that question, and thank you for inviting me really to come here and share with the students the role of a diplomat, at the multilateral diplomat in a multilateral setting. You know, as I've already shared with them, that Kenya hosts the only UN headquarters in a developing world, which is something really they should appreciate. And we not only do we host the only UN headquarters, but the deliberations of the UN agencies here are very important, especially for the SDGs, understanding that your theme is on the role of youth on SDGs. So my expectation really is for the students to take advantage of that space and opportunity and to share their ideas. The two assemblies for UNEP and UN Habitat that were held here in March and May respectively, we're talking about innovative solutions, and we know that innovative solutions come from the youth and what they would like to see and how they do things. Their approach is really innovative and different. So my expectation really is for them to speak up and be free and share those ideas, because they are important for these assemblies.
And through attending this conference for this week, what areas of transformation do we expect to see in them after this?
After this, really, I expect them to go to their communities and implement, because whatever we do here, we don't want to just have agreements and we adopt documents, but the lives of the people on the ground are different. So I just want them to have the documents, see how they look, see what they say and what they agree on, and see how those translate to the local communities and how they make a difference in the lives of the people on the ground. Really, that is what is important.
Okay, and having been the Deputy Permanent Secretary representing South Africa, what are some of the changes that you have implemented back at home?
Okay, thank you. Back at home, I have really enhanced the relationship between my government and the UN Habitat here. As you well know, the UN Habitat Secretariat, they have the expertise and the experience on how governments can make changes in terms of the projects that we share in the lives of the people on the ground. And so how those two are my government's development plan and the work of the UN, how these two meet in order for us to achieve the priorities that we have back home. And it's the same situation as well with UNEP. We have seen a lot of changes in the enhancement of relations. South Africa also participates in the Bureau of UNEP. So in that, we are able to influence the issues of African agenda and how really, and it's not only about my government, it's also about the region, the SADC region, and the African continent. So we have really seen changes, and we have really enhanced the voice of Africa in these agencies.
Truly indeed. And what words of encouragement would you have for these young delegates here who hope to be the representatives from their different countries?
So my words of encouragement really would be to speak up. You know, sometimes we are shy to speak up because we think that, oh, this idea will not work. As the message has already gone through here, that speak up, be involved in what your government is doing, know your government policies, be a patriot. You must love your country, because when you love your country, then you will understand the needs of your country, and you must take advantage really of this UN headquarters. For me, for us, when we are trained back home, we are not trained only to advance South African interests, but the interests of Africa. So my words of encouragement for them will be to look at this holistically, and all the challenges they wish to tackle, the approach should be on Africa and not just an individual country, because when one country of Africa develops, you know, it affects, the development affects the whole continent. So that is the approach that I will take and the words that I will really impart on the students.